Carlos Alcaraz drops big coaching update after Australian Open triumph. Plans are made to be changed. When Carlos Alcaraz arrived in Australia at the start of the season, the noise around him was impossible to ignore. Every practice session, every press conference, every small adjustment was placed under a microscope. Questions followed him everywhere. Was the coaching change a risk? Could he finally conquer the Australian Open, the one major that had stubbornly resisted him? Was the pressure of expectations starting to weigh too heavily on shoulders still barely old enough to legally rent a car in some countries? Alcaraz answered all of it the only way he truly knows how. On the court, by the time the Australian Open curtain fell, the Spaniard had not only silenced his critics, but etched his name deeper into tennis history, becoming the youngest man ever to complete the career Grand Slam. It was a statement victory, not just of physical brilliance, but of mental steel. And just days after lifting the trophy in Melbourne, Alcaraz once again made headlines, this time by opening up about a significant shift in his coaching setup. A season that started under scrutiny heading into the Australian Open, Alcaraz's camp was under intense observation. His decision to tweak his coaching structure sparked debate across the tennis world. Some questioned whether change was necessary at all for a player who had already achieved so much at such a young age. Others wondered if the instability could derail his momentum at a tournament where he had previously struggled. The outside chatter, however, never seemed to penetrate Alcaraz's inner circle. From the opening rounds in Melbourne to the business end of the tournament, his tennis spoke of clarity and confidence. There was variety in his shot-making, patience in his rallies, and, perhaps most strikingly, a calmness in the biggest moments that belied his age. That same clarity was evident when he was asked about his coaching plans moving forward. Plans are made to be changed. When quizzed about how his team would operate during the upcoming stretch of tournaments, Alcaraz offered a refreshingly honest answer. He'll, Samuel, be at the most important ones. And for some, my brother will travel alone, he explained. Then came a line that perfectly summed up his outlook. I don't know which ones because everything can change, and, as someone once told me, plans are made to be changed. It was classic Alcaraz, grounded, flexible, and fully aware that modern tennis demands adaptability. Rather than locking himself into a rigid structure, the world number one is embracing a fluid approach, one that prioritizes balance, trust, and long-term sustainability over tradition. Samuel López gets his flowers during his championship acceptance speech in Melbourne. Alcaraz made sure to shine a light on Samuel López, his new head coach. López, a respected figure with years of experience at the highest level, has quickly become a stabilizing presence in Alcaraz's team. The partnership already looks like a natural fit. López's calm demeanor complements Alcaraz's explosive style, offering tactical clarity without stifling creativity. The Australian Open run highlighted this balance perfectly. Aggression when it mattered, discipline when patience was required. At Alcaraz's public praise was more than a formality. It was a signal of trust and a sign that López will be central to the Spaniard's biggest ambitions moving forward, particularly at the sport's most demanding events. Álvaro Alcaraz. From brother to coach, perhaps the most intriguing part of Alcaraz's update, however, centered on a familiar face in the player's box. His brother, Alvaro. Alcaraz made it clear that Alvaro's role is evolving. No longer just a supportive presence or sparring partner. His brother is now stepping into genuine coaching responsibilities. Speaking candidly to Marca, Alcaraz confirmed that Alvaro will play a key role in his career going forward. It's a move that speaks volumes about trust and comfort. Few people know Carlos Alcaraz, the player, and the person better than his brother. That shared history, forged long before Grand Slam trophies and global fame, provides a unique foundation. From on-court drills to off-court stability, Alvaro's presence offers something no external hire ever could, an unbreakable personal bond and a modern, flexible coaching model. Alcaraz's setup reflects a broader shift in elite tennis. Gone are the days when a single coach travels to every tournament, every week of the year. Today's calendar is relentless, and burnout, physical or mental, is a very real threat. Why splitting responsibilities between Samuel López and Álvaro Alcaraz, Carlos is building a system that allows for freshness, perspective, and adaptability. The most important tournaments will see his head coach by his side, while other events provide opportunities for his brother to step in, ensuring continuity without overload. It's a smart, forward-thinking approach, especially for a player who still has a long career ahead of him. Mentality above all. If the Australian Open triumph proved anything, it's that Alcaraz's greatest weapon may not be his forehand, his drop shot, or his speed. It's his mentality. To withstand months of scrutiny, adjust to coaching changes, and still produce the tennis of his life on the biggest stage speaks to an inner resilience that separates champions from contenders. His words, "Plans are made to be changed," capture that mindset perfectly. There's no fear of adaptation, no attachment to ego-driven decisions. Only a clear focus on growth. What comes next for Alcaraz? With a career Grand Slam completed and a flexible, trusted team around him, Carlos Alcaraz now enters the next phase of his career from a position of strength. Expectations will remain sky high, but if Melbourne taught us anything, it's that pressure fuels him rather than frightens him as he prepares to return to the court. One thing is certain. Whether guided by Samuel López, his brother Alvaro, or both, Alcaraz is building not just a winning team, but a sustainable one. And in a sport as unforgiving as tennis, that might be his most important victory yet.